to advance the visibility, education, celebration, and inclusion of queer, gender diverse, and other marginalized groups. And here to introduce ourselves, we've got the president of Lebo Pride, Asta Kill, she, her. Let's give her a round of applause.
Asta!
Hello, happy Pride. Okay, welcome all. Especially welcome my beloved queer community, and a special shout out, a special welcome to our trans youth today. You are not alone, you are seen, you are loved. Let us remember that pride is more than sparkles, rainbow, and glamour. Pride is a testament to the power of our community when we come together and demand justice for all. Let's honor the courage and the strength of those who took a stand against injustice and ignited the flames of change through the Stonewall riots, especially recognizing the courage of our Black trans siblings here. Black trans lives matter.
Yeah!
And I ask you to take a moment now to connect to the superpower that is deeply rooted in our authentic being. Let us remember that we are bigger than any of the 500 laws introduced alone in the US this year, all of them directed trying to erase us by taking away some form of our life-affirming care. Take a moment in silence just to reflect on your own inner power, that spark, that sparkle, that makes you sparkle. We have always existed. We are an example of freedom, an example of the freedom to be yourself, to have bodily autonomy, and to express yourself freely. We are the embodiment of the true American spirit. And also to our cis hetero siblings here, we ask you to join us. Our fight is also your fight. You know that any attack on our identities is a blanket denial of our shared humanity.
Yeah!
Stand with us. Stand up for us.
Woo!
Do whatever it takes to defend your siblings. Vote as if our lives depend upon it.
Because it does!
Advocate for us in all your spaces. Recognize us the way we want to be seen. Do not allow for any intolerance to go unnoticed. Challenge the binary stereotypes around our sexual orientation and our gender identities.
Woo!
Challenge yourself. Challenge our institutions. So, with this, I want to thank you all for being here today to celebrate and to advocate for us. A special thanks to all the volunteers, donors, and vendors who are making this event possible today.
Woo woo!
This year's sponsors include UPMC, Our Rise Creative, Barnick Merrill Team Compass RE, Sunny Hill Unitarian Universalist Church of the South Hills, Nonprofit Talent, St. Paul's Episcopal Church, Valerie Rose, Realtor with Coldwell Banker, Close with a Rose, Trina Brown, CFP CSRIC of Allegheny Financial Group, B Salon, Equality Careers, Honor Your Body Wellness, Huberg, Red Tree Web Design, Stories Like Me, and Wellness with Adrienne. I also want to give a special shout out to Lindsay Cashman. Earth Day and Zero Waste. We are trying to make it a zero waste event today, and Lindsay has been amazing in helping us trying to accomplish it. Big clap for Lindsay, please.
Yeah, Lindsay!
Also would to like to thank my fellow board members here real quick. Hope you all around. Tessa Watkins, stay them. Stephanie Fedra Byram, she, her. Carrie Reigard, she, they. Alexis Byram, she, her. Lisa Steinfeld, she, her. Massimo Tersigni, he, him. Aaron Weber, she, her. So logistics real quick. There is a QR code, and we tried to get it to work, but there's supposed to be a QR code that takes you to the schedule and to the map and everything right here on the right side of the banner with an event map. There is also our Lebo Pride table, right? I'm looking at it at the entrance. They can guide you as well where to go. And by the way, I don't know if anybody has noticed this beautiful shirt, the new Lebo Pride shirt for this year that I'm wearing. This beautiful shirt, the design and the poster, our official event poster, which you see on the top right and the top left of the side banners, was designed by our local artist, Meredith Diskrell.
Yeah, Mayor!
So this is our theme for this year's event: to transform, to uplift, to take off, to transform, to elevate. And with this year's theme, we are also having a live art installation later by Ashley Hodder. Thank you, by the way, as well. Also a very fantastic artist. And we are asking you to write affirmations on feathers for yourselves, for loved ones, or for strangers who you have may not even have met. These feathers will be used then by a local muralist, Ashley, to create a live art installation to transform all individual feathers into magnificent wings as a means to uplift each individual and our entire community. Thank you. Big applause for her. And finally, I would like to thank all of our elected officials speaking here today. We are going to have the Lieutenant Governor, Austin Davis, come here later at around 12:30. So stay tuned. All of our elected officials, I want to thank you for coming here today to show your support. And before I hand the microphone back to our DJ to introduce our first elected official, I would just like to take one more moment to say, together we stand in love and joy. Happy Pride. Thank you.
All right, everyone, I'm going to introduce the president of the Mount Lebanon School Board, Jake Wyland, he, him.
Good morning. Pride stands as a symbol of resilience and progress. It reminds us that every individual has the right to be seen, heard, and embraced without fear or prejudice. The importance of inclusion can't be overstated. It goes far beyond mere tolerance. True inclusion demands that we create spaces where everyone feels valued, celebrated, and empowered to be their authentic selves. It requires us to recognize that our strength lies in our diversity, and our shared humanity transcends any differences that may seem to separate us. Inclusion isn't a buzzword or a token gesture. It's the foundation upon which we build a society that is just, equitable, and compassionate. It is an active commitment to dismantling the barriers that hinder progress and embracing the richness that diversity brings to our lives. Pride is a call to action. It reminds us that we have the power to create a world where everyone can thrive, irrespective of who they love or how they identify. It reminds us that our struggle for equality is not isolated to one month or one community, but a collective endeavor that requires unity, solidarity, and unwavering determination. Together, we can create a world where inclusion is not just an aspiration, but a living reality. When we embrace the diversity of human experience, we unlock the boundless potential that resides within each of us. Happy Pride, and may our commitment to inclusion light the way towards a bright and compassionate future. Thank you.
All right, everyone, for the Mount Lebanon Commission, we have Commissioner Andrew Flynn, he, him.
Good morning. Welcome to Mount Lebanon. We're gathered here today to honor the extraordinary courage and contributions of the LGBTQI plus community, to celebrate its legacy and its progress. We're here to find joy. We're here to let our kids be kids and run around laughing with their friends. But we're also here to find a new wellspring of strength in the arms of a community who sees each of us for who we are, and to celebrate the amazing beauty and resilience of the LGBTQI plus community. My name is Andrew Flynn, and as the gentleman said, I am a commissioner here in Mount Lebanon and the proud father of a transgender son. It's such an honor to be here with you today and to be amongst so many friends. As I look around, I'm reminded that all of us want what everyone else wants. The chance to be who we are and love who we love, and to make a good life for our families. And we all deserve that. Pride is a celebration, but it's also a call to action. We know that this year's Pride is caught between the push and pull of progress. Too many people want to drag our country back. We need to push back against hundreds of callous and cynical bills and laws introduced across the country and here in Pennsylvania, targeting transgender children, terrifying families, and criminalizing doctors, nurses, and educators. I had the privilege of attending the Pride celebration at the White House last weekend with my son. We met so many amazing people, but one family story really resonated with me. My son was playing volleyball on the South Lawn, one of whom was a 6-year-old little girl, trans girl, at lunch during school, and kids being kids, Judy told her little group of friends that she was born a boy, but is now a little girl. Well, someone overheard that, and they pulled Judy out of school, and they called her, "You are loved, you are heard, you are understood, and you are unstoppable as you are. You belong, and this community has your back." Now, the Mount Lebanon Commission is striving to do its part In May, we signed a proclamation recognizing June as Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender, Queer Plus Pride Month. The proclamation affirmed our commitment to visibility, dignity, and equity for all people in this community. Last year, we united.
Somebody said second. In my head, it was third. But second? Second. Second year, and this is the size. This is the commitment. This is the interest. It is tremendous, and it's important. It's important. Look, Mount Lebanon's come a long way. There's so much I love about being part of this community, right? I'm so glad, whether when I was a firefighter for a long time here or raising my son here, all the reasons why you pick Mount Lebanon, right? There's so much to love about being here. By the same token, we know that we always have to be sure that we're pushing our community to show that love for everybody, to make sure that everybody has a place here. Everybody feels welcome here, no matter who you love or who you are. We have to have it in Mount Lebanon, and hopefully, God willing, everywhere else. But in Mount Lebanon, it must be that city, that town, that lights it up and says, no matter who you are, we don't care in the sense that we have an issue. My point being is, we love you. We're glad you're here. It's great that you're our neighbor. It's fantastic that we go to church together or synagogue. It's great that you're a member of our fire department or you volunteer at our library. Thank you. Or that you're part of our school system. It doesn't matter. You're part of the community, and it matters to us that you're here because it shows something about us too. Because we want everybody to be here. We need everybody to be here. The strongest communities are the ones where everybody is welcome. And they know it. And that's what Mount Lebanon is supposed to be. Woo! So, look, in Harrisburg, well, I guess it was about 6 weeks ago, we passed House Bill 300. And House Bill 300 is finally making it clear that you cannot fire somebody or discriminate somebody in the workplace and get away with it based on who they love. Right? And it sounds like a small, simple thing, but to be honest, it languished for 20 years, roughly 20 years, in going nowhere. Until, to be honest, we have a new majority in Harrisburg, and we're making sure certain things happen. These are good things, but we're still a state, by the way, that never legalized gay marriage. We never legalized it. It's in our state law. We didn't do it. We couldn't do it. No matter how many times we tried to raise that issue to be sure that Pennsylvania was a place where everybody would come and feel welcome and build their future and see their future here. We couldn't do it in the previous majority. And these are things here that we still have to make sure that as Mount Lebanon and Pittsburgh and Allegheny County and Pennsylvania, as we grow and show more, we need to show everything. We need a place where not one person feels like, hey, you know what? I can't build my future there because it's not a place that's welcoming. Or I can't get a job over there in that town because you know what? I'm not so sure that I can walk the streets okay. Or I can't go live or go to a park because I'm afraid that somebody's going to harass me and the person who I love. These are real issues that you don't need me to tell you about. But we have to be sure that we are lifting not just Mount Lebanon and not just Allegheny County, but every place in Pennsylvania, so that no matter where you go, no matter where you live, no matter where you work, or have the audacity to go play, that you are welcome and feeling safe here in Pennsylvania.
Woo!
So look, thank you so much as always for the invitation. I'm so glad to be here and see so many elected officials. You know, we had to fight for, when we got here 15 years ago, there wasn't even Earth Day, right? So we've done a bunch of things here. This is tremendous. And I want to just give a special shout out to all my elected local officials who are here from the Commission School Board, our County Councilman Tom Dewar. Look, this is what we need to see, right? Everybody in Mount Lebanon and Pennsylvania. So thank you so much for the invitation. I'm so glad to be here with you. Happy Pride. All right. God bless. Let's have a great day together. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Now, everyone, we have got a lot of great activities coming up at 11 o'clock. We have drag queen story time. At noon, we've got a lip sync battle, so make sure that you sign up for that. And at 2 p.m. we've got the Renaissance City Choir ready to perform for you.
I know.
Now we've got the Lebo Pride tent over with the navy roof. We've got the pavilion number 2, which has a whole bunch of things there, including some food and a hydration station. And then after you hydrate, you may need restrooms, which is the green building over to the right of the stage. So happy Pride, everyone. We'll see you at 11.